Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a high school advice video, and I was considering doing this just because a bunch of you guys were commenting on my last video, my Get Ready With Me video, and you were saying that I was still in school or going to college, and I'm not in high school. I graduated almost 3 years ago, or like 2.5 years ago. And I went to like a technical school afterwards to do pharmacy tech stuff, and once I graduated that, I have the job that I have now as a pharmacy technician. So I'm not in school, but I just really wish I had someone to tell me a bunch of things that I wish I had someone to tell me the things that I knew now during high school. So I thought it'd be fun to share with you guys some of my high school experiences and just let you guys know some tips and pointers and stuff for you guys who are either going into high school or already in high school, or it's your senior year or anything like that, because I've had a lot of crazy experiences in my high school education. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I want to talk about is freshman year. I went to a Christian school my freshman year, so I'm not really sure how it is in public schools, but honestly, if I was a freshman, I would really focus on just finding true, genuine friends that are going to last you throughout the rest of your high school education, because that's really what's going to help you through a lot of the times or a lot of the experiences you're going to go through, and it really determines, it's going to set the stage and it's going to set the bar for how your high school is going to go. Because if you make friends with people who are getting into the wrong type of things or doing things they're not supposed to do, or skipping school, or staying out late or sneaking out and stuff like that, you're most likely going to end up like that, which I know is bad to say, but it's really true. You are who you surround yourself with. And that's really what got me through high school, is I found a really good group of genuine people. Come to find out, towards the end of my high school, whenever I graduated and stuff, I don't really talk to half of those people anymore, but at the time they're really, really good people, and they really helped me make the right choices. But that doesn't mean that I didn't have screw-ups. So freshman year, I would really focus on just having really true friends, really focus on just having fun with them and focusing on schoolwork, because there's nothing really you can do your freshman year that's that exciting. All the excitement honestly happens junior and senior year. So if you are a freshman, I would really just focus on not getting caught up and trying to be popular. Just really find true, genuine people to hang out with, and really just focus on getting your grades really well. Focus on what type of colleges you want to go to, and really just start preparing yourself for senior year. That's really what I wish I would have done, because I did everything so backwards. It's insane. My freshman year, I went to a Christian school for a month. Then I was homeschooled. So I was kind of half and half. I didn't really have a good freshman or good high school introduction. I was just totally anti-high school at that point. So I really just focus on finding true, genuine people to hang out with. Your sophomore year is when I feel people really want to start kind of getting boyfriends and starting to date, and that's totally okay. That's what high school's for. It's for experiences and stuff. But I wouldn't have a long-term boyfriend in high school, and I'm only saying that because that's what I did. I started dating someone when I was a sophomore, and I was dating them all the way up until I graduated almost. We broke up a few months before I graduated, and that really just made me antisocial, kind of. I would spend all my time with him. I wasn't really hanging out with my friends as much, and just that was my whole life was him. And that's you don't really need a serious relationship until you're in college, or once you're graduated, because it really just makes you disconnect from everything, because you're not interested in anything else but your boyfriend. So if you guys are considering going on first dates, which is totally fine, that's seriously what high school is about, is experiencing things, but I wouldn't get too serious with a guy, just because I said, it really just makes it makes your whole high school go by really fast, and then you don't really get to experience things that high schoolers get to experience, going to homecomings, because what if your boyfriend doesn't want to go? Then you can't go with another guy. So it kind of just it just makes everything a lot more difficult. And if you guys find someone in high school that you really have a connection with, I'm not saying don't have a boyfriend, but don't let it consume you. Like, don't let that be your only priority, because it's not a good thing, and I really wish I would have done things differently. So yeah, that would be my advice, is just to really keep your friends close, make sure that they're real people, and then just don't get too serious with a guy. Just because I really feel like that it makes your high school experience not really a high school experience, because you're trying to move too fast, you're trying to do things too fast, you're trying to get too serious with someone when you're still young. Like, looking back on it, I really don't know why I was with someone for 3 years. Like, that is seriously insane. I think about that all the time. Like, why on earth was I doing that? And especially if they don't treat you right, do not stay with someone just because you've been with them for a long time. Like, if they don't treat you right, then they're never going to change. I honestly will guarantee you that. Like, that is one thing I'm almost positive on. If they don't think they're doing anything wrong, even after you tell them, like, I don't like how you're treating me, I don't like the way you talk to me, you ignore me, they're not gonna change. Unless, like, the first time you tell them that, they realize, like, oh, I didn't realize I was doing that, and then they change. If they don't change after that, they ain't gonna change. They are gonna be who they wanna be. And especially guys in high school, like, all they really care about is, like, getting with a bunch of different girls. And that's kind of what I realized towards the end of high school as well. So yeah, I would just say focus on just being yourself, being you, being confident in who you are, and not having to have a guy to fill that void, because like I said, that's what I did. I was very insecure. I don't know why, because I really did have a lot going for me, but I don't know, I was just really insecure, and I always felt like I needed to have a guy, like, right there. So I'm pretty sure that's why I stayed with the same person for 3 years. And I just would say, just be confident and just enjoy the time you have with your friends, because after high school, you're not going to talk to half of them ever again. So just really enjoy the time that you have during your sophomore and freshman year, because those are the 2 years where you can kind of relax a little bit. It's not as stressful. Your junior and senior year is the year where you kind of have to start getting really serious about things. So freshman and sophomore year, I would say, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but just really have fun with your friends and don't get serious with a guy. Now, junior year, that is the year that things took a little bit of a turn for me. Me and my boyfriend were, like, fighting all the time. I didn't trust him just because I had a legit reason not to. I just didn't like, the person he was becoming. I didn't like the people he was hanging out with. So I kind of went in the wrong direction. Like, I was going this way, and then I went that way, and then I went that way, and I was just trying to, fit in. I wanted to be popular. And my freshman year, like I said, I was homeschooled I was at a Christian school for a month. Then I was homeschooled the rest of freshman year. Then my sophomore year, I went to an actual public high school. And then in my junior year, I moved to a different high school that was closer to my house. So I went to three different high schools throughout my education. And it was really difficult. So if you guys feel like transferring to different schools, make sure you at least know people, because it's really hard after your freshman year to, like, make friends, because everyone already knows each other. Everyone already went through, like, the whole freshman thing together. So if you guys are, like, switching schools, just, if you don't know anyone, just like I said, be really confident and just put yourself out there, because it's going to be really difficult, which is what I found myself being put in. My junior year, I went to a completely different school, and I only knew my sister, her best friend, and then a friend. Like, we weren't really acquaintances, but we had, like, known of each other. So I only knew a couple people, and we weren't even really that close. And that's kind of when things, like, got messed up. I started hanging out with the wrong crowd, and I don't know, I started missing a lot of school, and just things with my boyfriend weren't working out, which, like I said, that's literally the main reason. Like, when you're not happy with somebody and you stay with them because you're not, like, you don't feel confident, it just, like, ruins everything. Like, it literally does. And so junior year was just not a good year. I did meet Callie, my friend that I'm still friends with now. I had an art class with her, and I like randomly sat at this table with her because she was sitting by herself. And from that moment on, because we both just like discussed, like, we don't know anyone, she didn't know anyone, we were both new. So from that moment on, we were like inseparable, like we were best friends. So junior year was okay, but I really wish I would have focused more on like my schoolwork and getting good grades, because I really let my grades like slip because I was just so focused on having a relationship. So like I said, I did everything so backwards in high school, so I'm just letting you guys know what I wish I would have done and kind of give you guys like my thoughts and advice, because I just don't know like what I was doing. Senior year, I don't know, I kind of have mixed feelings about senior year, just because that is the year when you really need to focus and like put 100% everything into your schoolwork, just because you want to start applying for colleges and getting good scores on your SATs. And I did not do that. I literally almost did not graduate high school because I failed. I was taking trigonometry. Like, who takes trigonometry their senior year? That's all I'm asking. But I ended up taking trigonometry, and I totally failed the exam, and I almost didn't get to graduate with my class. So I don't know. Like I said, everything was a disaster. But during that time is when I broke up with my boyfriend, and I broke up with him just because he was not the person that I used to know. Like, he was just completely different. So I broke up with him, and then like literally like the next day I was like already talking to somebody else, which that guy, I can't even get onto that subject. I think I posted a video like a long time ago. If I can find it, I'll list it down below. I found, I like was going on a rampage on how guys like will tell you that they want to be with you, but they'll really be talking to other girls, and then they'll like lead you on and then tell you they don't like you. And I was just going through like everything. So the end of my senior year, I totally didn't do things right. Like, I started hanging out with the wrong crowd, going to parties, skipping school. It just wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. And I mean, I had a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. It was really, really fun at the time. But since I didn't get to like experience hanging out with new people and experience like being around friends and like interacting with people, because I was with my boyfriend for 3 years at the time, like through 9th and 12th grade, I never got to experience anything. So I kind of just let it all out the last few months of senior year. And it was really fun, but I really wish I like kind of regret it now, just because it messed up so many opportunities that I could have had for school and stuff. But your senior year, I really do feel like you're supposed to have fun. You're supposed to just be a little bit more carefree and just have fun, because it's the last year you're going to be in high school. But then at the same time, you kind of need to focus on school. So you kind of have to find a balance, which I did not find a balance. Like I said, I totally went the wrong way. But yeah, I don't know. I really wish that I wish like 3 years ago, this video was like filmed for me and I could like watch it so I could know like to my future self like what's gonna happen. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to kind of like brief you guys on my high school experience, just to kind of let you guys know my thoughts and things, and let you know like how I view certain things. And if you guys have any questions or you have any other advice videos you want me to do, just let me know down below. But that's it for my high school advice video, and I kind of wanted to go in a little bit more detail on some things, but I just felt like maybe I shouldn't. But if you guys want me to go in more detail on certain high school experiences, then just let me know down below. But after that, that is it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.